Hey everybody, and welcome back to some good old quality talking video. So what are we going to talk about today? If you don't know about the Flat Earth Society, since you're living under a rock, if you don't know about them, they are a society that theorize about the flat Earth. Now, not all flat earthers in the Flat Earth Society believe that the Earth is flat. Okay? They have their own theories based on what they think of Earth. But let's continue into the video. So basically, if we take a round disc and pretend that Earth is flat, alright? So what's going to happen? Would there be a point where you would walk off the edge? No, not really. So what happens is, in the flat Earth, living in the middle would be simple, balanced. Life would live in harmony. But as you saw yourself getting closer and closer to the edge, the more steeper and steeper the ground level will get, to the point where the risk of you falling gets higher and higher, to the point where if you do fall down, you would completely go all the way back to the middle. But what happens if you reach the edge? Well, you just be there. You just sit on the edge. You wouldn't fall off. You wouldn't roll back down. Nothing bad would happen. But let's talk some more. So basically, with any planet, including Earth, if a planet was flat, it would collapse itself into a ball. Why? Because of its density and mass being very strong. Pretty interesting if you think about it. Now, before people get edgy that are part of the Flat Earth Society are like, oh my god, you were completely wrong about this, and like, I can imagine the keyboards getting extremely hornified from their typing. Fuck. I can barely see. Fuck. But anyways, you get the idea. So, pretty much, you get what I mean, right? Now let's move on. So, basically, let's talk about gravity for a bit. Sir Isaac Newton theorized what gravity was. Okay, simple enough. It's just a theory, right? Because we have no idea if it exists. We have no idea, like, let's say, the apple, as an example, what gravity exactly does, since it's just a theory. All we can do is calculate those coordinations of what exactly is happening to theorize about gravity. But some people think that gravity exists. Flat Earth Society, and people who aren't from the Flat Earth Society. Well, I'm here to say it's just a theory. We have no idea if it doesn't exist. So, before people get edgy and are like, oh, but if the Earth was flat or round, there wouldn't be any gravity, or there wouldn't be gravity. Well, let me stop you there, okay? It's just a theory, bud. Who the fuck hurt you? But anyways. So, if the Earth was flat, how would you think the day-night cycle would go? Exactly. So, as we know, the Earth is a sphere, and it rotates 360 degrees every day. We have the 24-hour time cycle. And the moon goes around with the Earth, right? And we're going Earth, and the moon is going around the sun. That's why once we reach January 1st, 364 or 365, I can't remember how many days it is for 1 year, but once we get there, right, Earth is done completing its cycle around the sun. Now, if the Earth was a disc shape, how exactly would the day-night cycle work? Because, especially, like, how would Earth rotate 360 degrees? Like, would it wobble like for example, dish plate that's circular? Would it wobble around while spinning? Would it doesn't make sense, right? Exactly. But I mean, the Flat Earth Society, it's kind of an interesting theory. But you gotta remember, some of the stuff that they theorize is way, way, way far-fetched. Okay? For example, the reason why the Flat Earth Society believes that there is no edge to Earth if it was flat is because we are surrounded by a huge ice wall that surrounds the whole globe. And they believe it to be Antarctica. But last time I checked, Antarctica isn't that big. It doesn't cover 360 degrees. And then they're like, oh, but wait. So you think to yourself, well, if you get up there to Antarctica, right, and if you traveled outwards, then would you find an edge? No, some believe that you find another world, and some also believe at the edge there's a huge dome. Well, that's just fucking ridiculous. If there's a huge dome, then oh my god, if anything out in outer space were to happen, like, you know, a gamma ray explosion or a supernova or a black hole or, for god fucking sakes knows what, the sun decides to explode some of its nuclear fission towards Earth, guess what? The exosphere, the stratosphere, all of that will be fine because there's a dome completely covering the fucking Earth. Think about it. Think about it. Does that make fucking sense to you? Last time I checked, if anything bad happens out in outer space, yeah, we're fucked. And plus, not only that, but if there is a huge dome surrounding Earth, do you care to explain to me why asteroids and meteors crash here on Earth? Would you mind explaining that? Plus, if there's a huge dome, how the hell do we get It just doesn't make sense. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you would like to leave your opinions down in the comments, feel free to go ahead. I will read them and see what all you have to say. And if you want more videos like it, leave it down in the comments. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.